All right, we'll be talking about change of subject of formula today. And first of all, let's tell ourselves what a formula is. I said a formula is an equation in which letters represent quantities. I said what? Letters represent quantities. So rearranging these quantities in this equation is what gives birth to change of what? Subject of formula. So let's say, for example, for example, let's say I have y is equals to 4x plus c. Now, you are always required to make something the subject of formula. Let's say we want to make c the subject of formula. Let's say we want to make c. What do? We eliminate anything that can make c not to stand on its own. So what we have to do is to take away this 4x. Now, if we take away 4x, we'll have y minus 4x is equals to c. So this is the same thing as saying c is equals to y minus 4x. Now, what did I do? So what did I do? I just took away this 4x and brought it to this side. So I have y minus 4x is equals to c. So because c is here, this is the same thing as this. So our final answer will now be c is equals to y minus what? 4x. So this is a perfect example of changing subject of formula. It's not so complex. It's not so complex. Now let's solve some examples. Example 1. Example 1. Let's say we have, they said make u the subject of formula. Let's say make u the subject of formula, and the equation is v is equals to u plus at. So what we are looking to do is to make u stand on its own. So let me give you a minute, let me give you a second to think of what we can do. V is equals to u plus 80. What we should always do is look for a way to eliminate anything that will obstruct u from standing on its own. That means we have to take this 80, we have to take it away. So that means if we bring it this way, we'll have v minus 80 is equals to u. Mind you, there are two sides of every equation, the left side and the right side. Whatever is having a positive sign on the right side, when it moves to the left side, the sign changes. Whatever is having a negative sign on one side, once it moves to the other side, the sign changes. So this is v minus 80. So u is equals to what? V minus 80. So let's try example 2. Okay, that same question, v is equals to u plus 80. This time we are asked to make t the subject of formula. Now this is a bit complex, but just calm down. It's very, very simple. Now v is equals to u plus 80. Now what's the first thing we want to do? We want a to stand on its own. That means we have to take it one after the other, removing everything that can hinder it. So let's say we take away u, move u to the other side. So if we move u, we have v minus u is equals to 80. But we are trying to make t. So because we want to make t, we have to do what? Divide both sides by a. So we have v minus u over a is equal to at over a. So a will cancel a. So we have t standing on its own. So t equals to v minus u over a. So I'll give you a minute to quickly digest what we are trying to say here. We've been talking about change of subject of formula, so I'll give you a minute to quickly try and digest what we've been saying. So this next question, they said we should make a the subject of the formula. we should make what? A. So we are making A stand on its own. So looking at the question, solution S brackets A plus B is equal to C. Now, what do you think we can do? We want A to stand. So we first of all need to open brackets. We need to open the bracket first. Open the bracket. Now, if we open that bracket, how do we open the bracket? By dividing both sides by S. S bracket A plus B over S is equal to T over S. Now, don't get confused. Now, one thing about change of subject or formula is that you have to think well, and the more you solve questions, the more you understand it. You understand? So it's about eliminating what is beside it. So you can either subtract, you can divide both sides by whichever method you want to use. So we need A to stand, but it is beside B. But there's this guy, there's this S here. So we need to send this guy away first. So that's why I'm dividing both sides. You know, whatever you do, you have to do it for both sides. So S will cancel S. So we have A plus B is equal to T over S. But we are looking for what? We are looking for A. So we have to take away B. So if we bring B to the other side, so we move B to the right hand side of the equation. Right hand side of the equation. Right hand side of the equation. So to do that, we'll have we'll have A is equals to T over S minus B. So we are done. This is our answer. We have now made A to stand on its own. Alright, this is another question, and we're told that given that I is equals to P times T times R over 100, make P the subject of the formula solution. They said we should make P. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to make P stand on its own. We're trying to make what? P stand on its own. So the next thing we want to do here, I is equals to P times T times R over 100. The first thing we want to do here is cross multiply. Is what? Cross multiply. So if we cross multiply, that means we'll have 100 times I is equals to P times T times R, equals to P times T times R. So that will give us 100I is equal to P times T times R, but we want P to stand, so we need to send everything. So what do we do from here? We divide both sides by T times R. So we have 100I over T times R is equals to P times T times R over T times R. So this will cancel, this will cancel. So therefore P will be equals to 100I over T times R, or 100I over TR. So I've come to the end of this short class. This is just to give us an idea of what we've been talking about today. So I'll post some exercises on the group, so please go to those exercises and try and solve them and see what you can do. See how you can help yourself and learn more. Thank you very much.